Welcome back to the Coaches Show, episode 2, season 22. Well, it's not really season 22, it's season 2022 in the football year. I'm Brian Stanley, joining me, David Schuster, as always, your head coach of the Mission Prep Royals football squad. Off to a rough start this season, coach, 0-1 with a trip to the very hot Bakersfield. Was not excited about that trip, coach. With an 8:30 start time, it was near 100 degrees at kickoff still as the sun was setting behind the stadium. Talk about what happened out there.
Well, first off, I want to give Bakersfield Christian all the credit in the world. They came ready to play. They were fired up. They had great energy. They were very physical. They dominated the line of scrimmage pretty much the entire game. And they did a number of things in that game that really made it hard for us to win. And so they deserve all the credit in the world. They took away things that we were trying to do and played a great game, had a great game plan. On our end, number one, first and foremost, I did not have this team ready to play. There's so many things that happened that I'm directly responsible for, and ultimately it falls on me. We were not ready to play. We weren't disciplined enough. We didn't have the attention to detail that we normally do. We weren't the most physical team on the field. We gave up 250 yards after contact on tackling. Our tackling was very poor. Team pursuit was poor. Alignment on defense was really bad. We got beat in the secondary 5 times. You cannot win a game, especially playing football the way we play football, if you get beat deep as much as we did. And so offensively, we were a bit of a train wreck. There were issues all over the place. It was just overall, it was a bad night of football. We were, at the end of the day, we were not ready for that level of competition. We were not ready to compete that night. I will tell you, since then, man, I've been very pleased and very excited with the growth of this team. There's a lot of young men who were not starters last year on varsity, who are starting this year, who are talented, who are strong, who are doing athletically, can do everything we want them to do. But from an experience standpoint and from a maturity and from a growth standpoint, there's been a closing of that gap these last 2 weeks that's made me very happy, very excited. But I mean, long story short, with Bakersfield Christian, man, they came ready to play and we did not, and that's ultimately on me. We got out coached, we got outplayed, and it's been a commitment on our staff and in this program to make sure that we don't have that type of a night again.
Coach, we broke up just a little bit there, but we got the message that it ultimately falls back onto the coaching staff that the kids weren't prepared to compete as well as they did against Bakersfield Christian. One comment in the chat that was going throughout the game that jumped out to me that we talked about, and I wanted to talk about publicly, which we both agree was okay, and that was you choosing to run the ball over, throw the ball when you were down by 4 touchdowns late in the game, a coaching decision. What was behind that decision, Coach?
There are a couple of different things. Number one, at that point, we had shown pretty conclusively we could not protect Colby White very well in the pocket. Our pass protection was awful. Colby was running all over the place. Receivers were not able to break out of their routes and get open the way we wanted to. And when they were open, Colby didn't have time to get the ball to him. And so it was a little bit of a situation where we're going, we got to be able to move the ball efficiently. We got to give defense some rest. And it was a little bit more of I want to see an improved mindset here in the middle of this third quarter, because we're just doing too many things wrong. And so it kind of became, number one, we can't pass protect. Number two, receivers aren't really getting to their spots, and when they are, we can't get the ball there. And then number three, let's kind of get back to fundamentals. Let's learn how to let's run power efficiently. There were a couple plays in the run game that were working for a little bit there, and so it was kind of more like, we can't pass. Let's get better at the run game and kind of return this team, improve this team. Sometimes when you do that in games, and I realize it can be frustrating for fans, but it's more of a mentality on the sideline. Hey, we're going to take this drive and we're going to pound it down and change the mentality of of the game and the mentality of our offense, where we can be physical once again. We can kind of control the line of scrimmage. You can't win games if you can't control the line of scrimmage. So at that point, it was a decision to let's have one good drive. Let's see what happens after that. But let's have one good drive where we're pounding the football down. We're getting in there. We're being successful, recontrolling the line of scrimmage, and then kind of build off of that and see if we can do something. Problem was all night we just could not get the run game going very well, and that makes it hard to pass, especially in our offense the way we like to operate.
And I like to thank our sponsor at this time, Central City Motorsports. Central City Motorsports, home of Bob Moses Ceramic Coating. Check them out. The great place to get your RV or your travel trailer ceramic coated to protect the surface and the finish of the RV and travel trailer for years to come as you go out into the wilderness and enjoy nature. So check them out. Wrapping up wrapping up fun for heavy duty excitement. Central City Motorsports. Craig McDonald will take care of all your needs for all your outdoor activities there. And don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button. We love all that. And Coach, we're moving into home opener. Been some upgrades to the facilities at Royal Stadium. Talk about those upgrades this year.
Well, the stands are bigger. We have to make them bigger. We're pretty excited about that. Obviously, we're playing much bigger games this year against some much bigger opponents. You can't be playing Paso High School and Arroyo Grande High School and St. Joe's when you've got they've been expanded. They're bigger. Capacity to hold a lot more people, and that's been real exciting to see that on campus. The campus started buzzing when those got built this week, and just been real exciting to kind of see like, hey, we're in the Mountain League, we get to compete, and hopefully we don't have another night like Bakersfield Christian. But regardless, man, just the raised level of competition and the energy and the status that goes with that, man, has been a lot of fun.
And another big game this week, McLane High School. The Highlanders coming to town 1-1, coming off a big win in overtime over Mendota. Talk about this matchup, Coach, and how you've prepared for it.
Yeah, McLean's very athletic, coming from Fresno. They can do a lot of things. Pretty physical at the point of attack. They've got a linebacker, fullback who he's pretty special. He's a very physical player. Reminds me a little bit of how we used Dalton Strauss back in the day when he played for us. A lot of similar things that they do on the offensive side of the ball that we've done in the past. So it's been exciting to see that. We feel like we got a good game plan for it, but there's a reason we ran it. It's hard to stop, and you got to be real physical. You got to have a full commitment to everybody rallying and everybody tackling and everybody doing their job. And if somebody's not doing their job or takes a play off, man, something can break open, and all of a sudden now you've got there's a crack in the dam. So, real excited for this challenge, but definitely feel like we can do some good things this week.
And that kickoff is Friday, September 2nd, right here on Prep Sports Networks, 7:30 p.m. live from Royal Stadium, downtown San Luis Obispo. If you can't be there, don't be square. Just hop on Prep Sports Networks and enjoy it with us. Coach, any final words before we part ways for today?
Yeah, last thing is tomorrow night is youth night. Any youth, 8th grade and under, doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, you come on campus. We've got a goodie bag for you. We want to see you out there, get in for free, see you at the game, and try to make it a very positive experience for all the youth coming out. Friday night is a special place to be, man. There's nothing like Friday Night Lights anywhere in America, and especially on the Central Coast in downtown San Luis Obispo. Love to have all the youth come out, and we're excited to hopefully we have a great night.
It's a great place to send them to be babysit, I guess. For Coach David Schuster, I'm Brian Stanley. Thank you for joining for this week's Coaches Show. We'll be back soon.